Hey, can you hear me?
Hey man, what's up? Can you hear?
Hey, just doing my thing, man. You almost ready
Good
to
shit.
roll?
Yeah, your mic sound a lot better than last time, man. Good shit.
Yeah, different computer. I mean, this is it's a pretty high-end headset I've got, but the last computer I had was pretty crappy, so this is good.
Nice. Nice.
Love that photo, man. I think you should just
Oh
go with the chick, right? I mean, she's awesome.
yeah, hell yeah, she is. Yeah.
I love every time you talk, like she's love
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I
her.
love it. Yeah.
Well, it's noon. You ready to go, dude?
Yeah, man.
Okay, sounds good. I'm assuming everyone's online right now, Andy.
Mm-hmm. I can start the stage if you want.
Please. I think I already did, but please do.
Okay. There we go.
All right. Looks like we're ready to go, guys, and welcome to today's AMA. You all know me as Ginger, and just I'm excited to be here. And we understand how valuable your time is. So we're going to keep this meeting to about 30 minutes. Just hit the high points, stay focused. And Andy, how you doing today, my friend?
I'm good, thanks. How you doing, man?
Oh, no, dude. I mean, it's been quite a journey so far, hasn't it?
Yeah, I mean we've been going just over a year. It's been a good vibe.
Yeah, no doubt. And all the midnight oil you've been burning lately. Oh my God.
Oh yeah. Yeah, it's been a hell of a ride. I mean, we're doing great, I
Yeah,
think.
yeah, for sure. So, for the community, and before we get started, I'll just get into a standard, not financial advice statement. This discussion may include predictions, estimates, and other information that might be considered forward looking. All this discussion represents Andy's and my own current opinions on what the future may hold for Neoxa. They are subject to crypto industry and related market risks and uncertainties that could cause actual results differ materially. You are therefore cautioned not to place undue reliance on these opinions as financial advice or as an investment strategy today or going forward. So now that the fine print's out of the way, let's get going. So, Andy, before we get into questions, and especially for those new to our community, please summarize what the Neoxa project is and does.
Okay. Well, we are just over a year old now. Neoxa is a project that's focused on gaming. We are one of the only cryptocurrencies that focus on something where you don't have to buy NFTs or anything like that to participate to earn cryptocurrency. With Neoxa, you do not have to buy anything to participate. Everyone can participate. That was the initial goal of Neoxa. It still is today. We have developed a method to make games more fun while earning at the same time. Who wouldn't want that? That's also the reason we believe that Neox has such a big opportunity to grow where everyone can participate and it's not just for a select group of people. We have recently launched Smartnodes where people can now pretty much stake 1 million Neoxa and they can participate besides mining. And in the future, we definitely aiming to go more into the streaming side of things where people will be able to stream, they can earn Neoxa, and we can have an ecosystem where it's gaming as well as gamers, streamers, and probably people that doesn't even do gaming. And that's the whole focus of Neoxa, to bring people that's not always involved in cryptocurrency, for instance, gamers. And that's the reason why Neoxa was created, to introduce more people to cryptocurrency and have a whole wide community of gamers, streamers, and people that wants to make money. I mean, that's the whole idea of a lot of cryptocurrencies. But we want to bridge all those communities, and that's the whole idea of Neoxa.
Really, and integrating crypto and gaming, that's just a perfect marriage. And full disclosure, I'm a fairly large investor in Neoxa, and that's really what got me into this. It's like you're gonna game anyway. Why not earn, right?
Exactly. So you're gonna play the game anyway, so why not make some money on the side? That's why we just want to make sure it's fun. Obviously, there's people that tries to game the system, trying to make more money, but the large majority of our gamers are just there to have fun and earn some extra on the side and actually use those coins to buy some stuff on the games or cash out. I mean, at the end of the day, it's going to be your choice what you do with it.
Oh, I mean, it's a multi-million-dollar industry with these in-game items. I mean, personally, I'm more investor than gamer, but I recognize the huge potential in this, especially as we get into mobile gaming too.
Yeah, I mean, that's the whole idea of it, because as we grow, we would grow the cryptocurrency side of things and introduce more people to it. It's a very big multi-billion, like you said, multi-billion dollar industry, and we just want our part of it.
For sure. So we've got an amazing community, Andy, and they ask a lot of questions, and we've opened it up
Yeah.
for this AMA, and we're going to touch on 5 key points here. First one's going to be marketplace and games. Secondly, partnership developments. Then we'll get into an exchange update. We'll touch on marketing and related initiatives, and then we'll talk a little bit about the future. So, time permitting, we'll get into some live questions as we see fit. And again, I mean, we did want to keep this to around 30-40 minutes because I've been on way too many of these never ending. Let's all get drunk and lose focus things for hours on end.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
And that's just knowing it. I mean, come on. Let's just to me. Let's just
Oh yeah.
Let's have some fun, but let's stay focused on what we're trying to
totally
achieve.
agree.
So
yeah.
So we'll start with the marketing and games. So Swami95 asks, what future updates are coming to Marketplace, and what is your end goal vision for Marketplace to become, Andy?
So we've migrated from the Marketplace and we just became a portal. So we made only a portal now, with the Marketplace included. And with the Marketplace, we are currently missing Minecraft and GTA with our current play-to-earn games. I mean, there will be more in the future, but currently we have GTA and Minecraft missing from the Marketplace. So what we're going to do next is we're going to rework the Minecraft system because we figured out too many people are trying to game the system. Once we've got that reworked and people can earn on proper mechanisms, that's when we're going to have the Marketplace updated. And within the Marketplace update, we will have GTA and Minecraft where people can purchase in-game items and all that. But with the future as well, we're going to have Fortnite coming, and it's probably going to be a bit more outside of the Marketplace where it's going to be a more participating reward system. People, to be able to participate, they'll have to pay a certain amount, which all gets burned. And we don't take that coins away from when you earn, it's when you play. And within a month span, we can do like 1,500 Neoxa, and every day we take 5% and they pay off it to that, just so that we can keep the burning mechanism going. And as for the Marketplace, as we add more games, we will definitely add more purchables in the system. And yeah, I mean, that's pretty much it going for the Marketplace and games at this point.
Yeah, for sure. And really, that's like, what other project really has a burn mechanism like that? And that's a perfect segue into the next question from the narrator. Can you go a little deeper into the burn mechanism and the different ways Nexa may or is burned in the future?
Neoxa.
I did it once. Okay, I'm. You know what? I made a bet with somebody.
Yeah. There we go, Lad.
Am I speaking though? You know what? I did a find and replace, and that's the only time that I didn't put in KNEEOXAH.
Oh, good, lad. So yeah, I mean, we want to make the burning mechanism where we don't want to force people to burn coins, but we also want to keep it going, where the more purchables we have in the store, the more coins will get burned. So people will be able to participate in our games. They will buy items and that gets burnt. Where on the other hand, when we launch something like Fortnite or any other game that doesn't have servers on Neoxa, where we don't run the servers, that way we will be able to get people to burn regardless. So they'll have a percentage where the coins gets burned, and they will pay that off until all the coins. So, like I said earlier, 1,500. Let's say, for an example, 1,500 coins was burned. Then they can earn as they would normally. So we keep the burning mechanism going without them actually having to pay anything to participate.
Right, right. And we're up to 40 million Neoxa coins burned now, right?
Yeah, we reached 40 million a few days ago.
Yeah, that's awesome. I mean, what other project does that? I don't know. I don't know one.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, the burning mechanism is really good just to reduce the supply and also our investors. At the end of the day, we've got investors that looks at Neoxa, so that's something that the investors would look at, and that's why we want to keep it going because obviously we want to have fun, let's play games and all that. But at the end of the day, a cryptocurrency is just not. It just can't be just gaming. We want everyone to have a piece, and our investors plays a big role of it.
Sure. So we'll move along. Dodger Dog asks, in Fortnite, and if you are successful with Fortnite, is the plan to target other large audience battle royale games?
Yeah, so Fortnite's obviously our next game. We did a poll, everyone voted Fortnite, and that's why we're doing it. However, we are currently, I mean, the mechanism itself it's already developed to implement it in Fortnite. However, we are waiting for Epic Games to give us developer access. Not too sure on the timeline of that, but we've spoken to a few people there. As soon as we get developer access, we can actually let people log into the marketplace or the portal with their Epic Games account. And as soon as that happens, we can actually verify the kills in game, the scoreboards, and all of that. Right now, we are not there yet, but we're waiting for them to
Okay,
give us the
so you
development
are in
access.
communication with Epic Games right now. Is that correct?
I mean, yeah, just developer basis. So they have a development portal where you can contact anyone can contact them and email them. So we've emailed them just to get that ability for people to be able to sign into the portal. So as soon as we get that from them, we pretty much ready because the rest of the stuff has already been developed.
Okay, so on Fortnite, are we talking days, weeks, or months?
I mean, that's up to them. I honestly can't say it. I
Okay.
just don't know. It's up to them as soon as we get development access. And I mean, so far on the email communication, I don't see us having an issue with it. It's literally just so that we can develop the system so it cannot be cheated by people entering anyone's Epic Games ID and just earning free rewards. So obviously we need people to be able to sign in with the Epic Games account, and so that we can actually track that specific account.
Right, right. And we'll just finish off this category with an overall question from the Discord. What games are next? And a couple guys are asking for Rocket League, and they're also asking when mobile games.
So, well, first of all, we did the poll. We had, let me just think. I think we had Fortnite, League of Legends, Dota, and World of Tanks. As far as I remember, we had those four games where League of Legends was second. So I believe League of Legends will be the game we do after Fortnite. As for mobile gaming, we won't go into that right now because, like everyone knows, there's some type of partnership that we're still working towards in the future. That's not something that we're gonna get into ourselves. Um, Even though I would love to, it's just something we're gonna have to wait a bit for until that's finished.
Okay, and in terms of integrating with it, right?
Correct. Yeah.
Okay, so we'll move on to this partnership. I mean, the partnership, that's exciting stuff, man. I mean, this was dropped, back in November, I think, and it's just been a
It's been a while. Yeah.
process going forward. Yeah. So War and Peace asks, concerning the partnership, will the majority of your time be going towards the mobile aspect of that, or towards PC console gaming?
The short answer is after Fortnite, we'll do League of Legends. Probably go into World of Tanks, Dota afterwards, but that's going to be it for PC gaming. We won't be adding more PC gaming to it, and we'll be going fully into mobile gaming.
Okay, and really that's where the opportunity is. It's just such a huge industry.
Well, yeah, mobile gaming is pretty much there's a much bigger market for mobile gaming because not everyone owns a console, not everyone owns a computer. So I believe mobile gaming side is a lot bigger than our normal PC or Xbox or console games.
Sure. So, a follow-up question from War and Peace: has any other work other than the documents you've traveled to Thailand been done with the partnered company? I guess he just wants, a lot of guys are looking for an update on
We
that
just
and
want an
where we
overall
are.
update, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so the update on that is one, I've got to return, I've got to finish it. And secondly, the contract had to change a bit because Harvey left the project. Once Harvey left the project, we had to change the contract a bit. So, unfortunately, there's a few more things that we have to do there, but it's definitely still in the works, and that's pretty much where we stand. I mean, there's nothing much more to say to it.
Okay. Okay. So yeah, so there's some contractual stuff that changed once
Correct. Yeah.
uh, the partnership, or the leadership in Neoxa changed. So that's understandable.
Yeah.
But
That's it.
I would guess, like, from my own question is, are we looking at days, weeks, months, for that?
I mean, you should ask the Thailand government because I can't tell you. It's always such a hassle doing business in a foreign country. Um, and when I redo the contract, I can't tell you right now what else is there to it, but I believe it's probably not as much as I had to do before. But the contract definitely changes now that Harvey left the project and all of that. It's more one-sided than before, so we'll see. I mean, I'll be heading back as soon as I can once everything's settled down here a bit. But yeah.
Sure. Okay. Fair enough. Well, we'll go into exchange updates. So, just a general summarized question that really everyone's asking: what is the status of the top 10 listing as announced in Neoxa update blogs?
So with the top 10 listing, unfortunately, I think we're gonna have to wait for them to give us an update, but I feel like we've waited long enough and I feel like it's time to move on. Yes, that's probably gonna still happen, but I think it's time to move on. Let's move into new exchanges. Let's do it ourselves. We can't just keep on waiting for people and just wait forever. Cryptocurrency is very fast paced. It moves all the time. So I believe that we should start moving towards getting ourselves listed onto the next exchanges. And yeah.
Yeah, and for sure. Savis B also asked, and it's a perfect segue into, exchanges are plans. Till a big listing
Yeah.
happens, we plan to pay and get listed in different exchanges.
So yeah, as everyone know, our Minecraft server is currently offline. Let's get into that segue. So our Minecraft server is currently offline, where we are technically just burning the coins that's supposed to go to the Minecraft. So I decided that, and I've spoken to a few of the investors, few of you guys. I said, well, let's just take the Minecraft earnings instead of burning it. Let's contribute it to our next exchange listing. So I believe what we're going to do is we're going to start funding for MEXC listing. If we can get MEXC listing, I think it will be a good step for Neoxa. It's a bigger exchange than we're on. It's not an exchange that's going to have mess us around like we've seen before. I'm not going to mention any names. So I feel like the next step is we're going to start, instead of burning all the Minecraft coins that comes in every day, we're going to start using that to get funding for MEXC.
Wow, MEXC, there it is. There it is. Very nice. So essentially, then, so we're going to basically delay Minecraft for a little while and take those Neoxa coins and use them towards
That's correct. Yeah.
MEXC.
So we're
Wow.
gonna delay Minecraft for a little while. Yes, I know some Minecrafters won't be too happy with that, but I mean, at the end of the day, once we get listed more on more exchanges, we get more exposure. People will be happy when they earn eventually on our Minecraft servers or any other service that we host. So I feel like we're gonna dip into gaming. I just saw one of the comments on the side, dip into gaming more. Yes, I feel like let's dip into gaming a bit more. Let's get more exposure. Let's get Neoxa more known. And yes, we'll always go back to our gaming roots because that's what we stand for. And once we're there, I feel like we keep on going.
Sure. Sure. And I don't think gamers are going to complain too much. As the project evolves and continues to expand its reach, and as an investor, I think it's value. So really, that's why the gamers are in there, is to they're going to game anyway. So make a little money on the side, right?
Correct. Let's just get Neoxa more known. Let's get more exchanges. Let's get that community going. I mean, at the end of the day, that's why we're all here. And that's why we're going to keep on going for that side. Our gamers might complain for a little bit, but I'm sure they'll understand that the future is different and that we can actually get more exposure instead of just paying it out to games. Sure, eventually it's going to go back to the gamers, and most likely it's going to be a positive for them at the end of the day.
For sure. And I think if gamers can make an investor like me play GTA, which I haven't played in probably a decade, I think gamers can also at some point look at the investment future of this as well too, and maybe not just
let's not
sell
think
all
for
their coins,
tomorrow
right?
only. Let's
Right,
not
for
just
sure.
think about tomorrow. Let's think of the long term Neoxa. Let's have that. The whole incentive for everyone to play at the end of the day is going to be money, and let's just make sure it's worth it for everyone at the end of the day. So I feel like that's going to be the next step. We're not going to burn Minecraft, and that's it. We're going to do it like that for the next, as long as it takes. I feel like maybe a month and a half. Let's get us listed on MEXC. We're gonna have different addresses. We're gonna make it public. There's gonna be USDT address. There's gonna be a Neoxa address. If everyone wants to contribute, they're more than welcome to. So we're gonna have that publicly available so everyone can see where we're at in that current staging. I'm in contact with MEXC already, and yeah, that's the forward plans.
Yeah, fantastic. That's great. And just moving on to marketing, and I mean exchanges bring their own marketing. Freddie asks, when will massive marketing be starting after masternodes?
I mean, I don't know about massive marketing, but we're definitely going to do some marketing. Um, so what we've been doing is we've been setting funds aside for marketing. We are currently busy establishing a team. We're currently trying to have a face for Neoxa, someone that speaks for Neoxa, which is not me. And that's currently what we're working on towards. While I'll always be and I'm behind Neoxa 100%, but we just need someone that's going to be more public and speak to everyone, and that's definitely something that we're working towards. I believe we have found someone, but let's not get our hopes up yet. But I feel like we're almost there. But as in term for marketing, we're starting relatively soon. Within the next couple of weeks, we're gonna go full stream towards our marketing campaign.
That's awesome. And Owl asks, when influencers? I mean, he's all about the YouTube.
Well, that comes with it. That comes with them. They decide which influencers, and that's why we want to make sure it's actually a company that deals with it, because they've got the experience where I honestly don't, and neither does most of us. So we just want a company dealing with it, dealing with the whole aspect of marketing.
Okay, so you say so you've hired a marketing firm for Neoxa.
We have a firm that's going to help with it, correct?
Okay, well, that's fantastic. That's great. That's great. So, Miner Faster asks, and I'll just summarize the question: will there be a community outreach reward system for Twitter posts, Instagram, YouTube, TikTok, where Neoxa can be earned on these platforms?
Okay, so I don't know if you saw the announcement about a week or so ago, where we said we're gonna add on the gaming portal an incentive system for people to be able to share Neoxa and all of that. So that's all gonna take place through the gaming portal, where people
Okay.
can share all Neoxa's posts, do the whole thing like most. So for instance, on Twitter we do a new post, people will be able to share it, they'll be able to earn something towards it. So yeah, we definitely gonna involve the community with that too. However, the focus right now is getting an actual company to do our marketing, but as soon as the system is built out where the community will be involved in it as well, I'll definitely share it.
Okay, and just following on that, Savas B asks, any plans to attract game developers and run their games using Neoxa infrastructure like asset exchange burns, stream servers, and possibly using our masternodes in the future.
Yeah, so right now the masternodes development is going to be focused towards the streaming side of things of Neoxa. But yeah, we definitely want to reach out to them in the future. As you know, we've got that one side of Neoxa where there's a partnership involved. So we also want to include them with most of things where we can actually have some active games that's already on the mobile system. Where we can implement Neoxa. And also this year we're planning to do the SDK where it makes it easier for Neoxa, for developers to add Neoxa to their systems.
Right. Does that SDK also include mobile?
Correct. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that's fantastic. Because I was also going to ask, you mentioned the partner in the blog updates has committed to provide funding and marketing and development going forward. Are you able to expand on that a little more?
Well, they basically what they're going to do is they would give us, they won't be an active part of our development. However, when we need that, they will be there. So we'll probably always need it, but they'll always be there whenever we need it. So we definitely want to utilize them as much as we can. I mean, we all want to grow together. So we want to make sure when we have a partnership, let's not take it for granted, because I mean, we can already see we've got a partnership now, which it's very one-sided affair, where in the future we want partnerships where actually they can contribute and everyone can contribute to the system, where it's not just one person, one side of the agreement being completed. So yeah, with them is we're definitely gonna use and abuse them, if I can say it lightly. And they asked us, okay, use and abuse us, and that's literally what we'll do.
And in terms of the community, they really want to know, are you able to name this partner?
No.
Okay. that was fast. And I'll just move along. Just getting into the future. And, Andy, you've accomplished some great things with Neoxa and reached goals that have taken a lot of other projects years to achieve. I mean, look, we've burned over 40 million Neoxa from the supply. We've just completed a very successful masternode launch. Nodes are what are the nodes? What's the node count right now, Andy? Last time I checked, it's 1,100.
It's just over 1,100. Yeah.
Yeah, and it's like I really thought that this would take 2 to 3 months. What are we into this? 10 days? 11 days?
Yeah. Honestly, I mean, we've done so well. And before we go ahead, let me just say a huge thanks to Nando. Honestly, without Nando, this would have taken a lot longer to get completed. Nando's been really good with the development of Smartnodes. So yeah, it's been a hell of a ride, and Nando's been there. And we've done so much in a short amount of time. Yeah, it took a bit longer than it was supposed to, but yeah, it's been a hell of a ride.
Sure, and a special I'd say also a special shout out to Zoki and others that have
hell yeah, I mean,
donated their
for sure.
time and helping people with their nodes. And
I mean, I've seen Zoki contribute to people, helping them. He's got his own script on GitHub. We've got Jason from Smart Pools that's helping with all the mining pools. I mean, it's been a hell of a ride. People's been contributing, and it's really nice to see the communities coming together. I must say we've been growing quite fast compared to other months over the last few weeks, and it's really nice to see.
Well, it's exciting to see, and this is where I saw Neoxa. When I joined back in September last year. But, we're just about there, guys. Let's see this through. So, with the future, Balko Doles asks, what is the moonshot dream of this project?
Sorry.
He and the community he and the community would like to know what the leadership dreams are for Neoxa, what this project can turn out to be in 1 to 2 years and long term.
Well, with Neoxa, we've always wanted to be the cryptocurrency for gamers. That's always been the plan. But we've we've come so far along, and we've definitely changed quite a bit. We've heard this conversation so many times where, oh, Neoxa's changed. Why don't we give more to gamers? Why don't we do this? Why don't we that? But in reality, it's just been a hell of a ride, and we've been through a lot, and it's been quite good. So we've seen us now launch successfully the smart nodes. Took a bit longer than expected, but it happened, and we launched it fairly, and everyone. We actually launched it very fairly. We delayed payments for a few days.
Yeah. I was
I
in the
mean,
first day, man. I was in the first
hell
day.
yeah,
And it's like,
maybe not
okay, well, this is great.
intentionally, but I mean, it happened. Um, so yeah, in near future, what we're planning to build, obviously everyone knows about the streaming when Neoxa wants to achieve. We want to go into the streaming side of things, and within the next year and a half, that's something that we want to build towards. Um, we definitely want to include more developers into the project that can actually assist us getting the streaming features built out better. Um, and our community has just been fantastic. Everyone's helping. So we definitely want to utilize the community a bit more, getting the word out. And we are trying to build a system where we have gamers, streamers in one ecosystem. And that's definitely what we want to achieve in the next year or two. That's pretty much
Sure.
it.
Sure. And a lot of community is also asking, just, generally speaking, into some insight into roadmap goals. So I think you and I were talking that, you're working on that, but maybe you want to
Yeah.
just basically explore a little bit into that.
Okay, so I didn't want to put an active roadmap on the website before the AMA. I'll do it after the AMA. But so for the next year and a half, year to year and a half, our focus is definitely going to get into the streaming side of things. And with the streaming, it requires a lot of development. We're going to have people working on the smart nodes where we can actually utilize the smart nodes for streaming. So yeah, for the next year and a half, year to year and a half, that's definitely going to be the focus. As well as where we eventually want to get to a point where our smart nodes gets developed for hosting game servers where people can utilize it to hosting small servers or put a bunch of them together and hosting a lot of them. So um, for the roadmap for now is honestly it's partnership, exchange listing, and streaming. That's what you can look forward to for the next year and a half.
Yeah, for sure. And so we are a couple of minutes past the 30 that we wanted to do, but I think at this time we'll just open up to the community for some more questions.
Yeah, let's do
Guys,
it.
go ahead. You, can we see your face, Andy?
No. No, not no. I'm a bit shy. Sorry.
I think we kind of already went over Fortnite. And
Uh-huh. Yeah.
what else have we got here?
How is
How's
Harvey?
Harvey? We wish him
He's
well.
fine.
You know,
Yeah, he's fine. Harvey's doing well. Still a good friend of mine. We still talk. Yeah, all good. No hard feelings. Yeah.
sure. And yeah, Nav IP. When will Andy get a new lead dev? So, like another, are you going to hire another developer that
So
works side by
I
side with
don't
you?
understand necessarily the question of a new lead dev. Neox
Okay,
has always been two people, and since the start was two people doing everything. It's a bit of doing both. So I'm not sure about the lead dev, but I get the question. So what happens if I drive into a tree and I die? I mean, that's probably what the question is. Um, we definitely have backup plans for all of that, so there's nothing to worry about.
sure. So and there has to be a succession plan. So absolutely.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
yeah,
that's all
risky
covered.
showing his face when Minecraft is not working.
Yeah,
Guys, we're sorry about that, but we're really looking long term here, man. Let's take a
yeah.
few more questions here. Let's see. How many days until Minecraft comes back?
As long as it takes to get MEXC
Right
listed.
there it is, guys. Let's look at the big picture here. Oh, what else? Then we'll be able to purchase vehicles and or property within Grand Theft Auto games using Neoxa.
Right after Fortnite.
Okay, sounds good. When Neoxa is listed in Binance or Coinbase, even if you, I mean, look, I don't know if Coinbase is part of the top 10, but is there any? Have we reached out to them?
I mean, we haven't reached out to Coinbase in all honesty. But yeah, it's just not going to happen right now. Just forget about Coinbase for now.
Sure. Bunny's asking what the cost is for the listing for MEXC.
Okay, so the cost for listing is we're gonna get a 50,000 USDT. That's what we're gonna do. Doesn't matter how long it takes, we're gonna do it. We're gonna do crowdfunding. Yes, cactus. We're gonna do crowdfunding for MEXC, where we're gonna take the burnt Neoxa. Instead of burning it for Minecraft, we're gonna use that to utilize for the listing.
Okay, and I know a group of guys that are definitely going to help along, with funding that
Yeah,
as well too. So
I will myself as well. So yeah, we all gonna contribute to that.
I honestly don't think, like personally, I don't think this is like 50,000. I mean, that's considering
Yeah.
what we've got behind the project. That's a small number, honestly.
Mm-hmm.
I think it is anyway.
Correct. Yeah.
Can we pay using Neoxa Classic? Neoxa Classic. That's funny. It's really funny seeing some guys come to the channel and say, "Hey, can you flip me some Neoxa Classic?" It's like, well, why?
Yeah.
Why, dude? Why would you want a coin you can't use?
Yeah.
Anyway,
Yeah. Well, you can't pay with Neoxa Classic. Sorry.
yeah. And Tic Tac's asking, will 550K collateral be an option? I don't think so. But Andy, you want to expand on that?
No, it won't. We're gonna stick to our current collateral. Um, there's no new tiers for now, but once we get into development, we might look at it. But for now, there's not.
Sure. And any idea on shared masternodes? Now, being on the team, I'd strongly recommend that we don't go there. Just being involved in another project where people lost a lot of money, police were involved. That what community wants to do with their Neoxa coins. I mean, that's totally up to them. But we will not recommend or endorse any shared masternode
I mean,
services.
at the end of the day, there's going to be services that offer shared masternodes. Well, we can't necessarily recommend them, but I know there will be. There are obviously a few trusted ones. I can't say we can't trust any of them, but as the team, we can't say let's use the shared masternode operator. It's just something we can't do. But yeah, there's obviously a few trusted one, and if you trust them enough to take your collateral and host a Smartnode, go for it. But I mean, we can't recommend that at all.
Yeah, and the thing that as a moderator, I really don't want to see is, hey, you know what? I sent these guys my coins and
Correct.
and they're
Yeah.
not giving them
Same.
back. So can you
Exactly.
somehow rewind the blockchain to get them back? And guys, we can't do that. Once you send your coins out of your wallet, that's it. And that's the great thing about
Correct.
Smartnodes is when you're setting up your nodes, guys, coins are always in your wallet. They don't leave your wallet. So if there's any people out there that are saying, "Hey, send me your coins. Let me set up your masternode," they're looking to steal from you. So let's just let's keep an eye out for that, right?
Yeah,
We're
like I
already
said,
seeing.
there's definitely trusted providers out there. I'm not gonna recommend any. I know one recently joined our Discord. They are trusted, but we just can't say, okay, send your coins to this person, and then that person runs off with your coins. We can't be to blame for that. So that's why we would rather not recommend any of them.
Yeah, and Shins, you're right. Never trust anyone asking for your mnemonics. Like your 12 words and your passphrase. I mean, that's gold. That you got to keep that in the vault, man. Never, ever, ever,
Yep.
post that publicly. So, anyway, with that, Andy, again, congrats on the project. I'm just jazzed to be here and just seeing the direction that really I saw this the potential a year ago that it really is starting to come to fruition. So I just
Yeah.
want to say thank you on behalf of the community, and thanks for your time and responding to these questions. I'm sure we'll have a few yucks in the in the Discord after this, but Andy, unless there's anything else that you want to add, I think we're good for today.
Yeah, I think that was good. I think most people got their questions answered. I just want to say for everyone, thank you being part of the community. It's been a hell of a ride, and it's been good. I mean, there's nothing to really complain about.
Yeah, fantastic. Well, not anything to complain about. I think there's something, a lot to celebrate about. So that's where I'm at. But guys, thanks again. And with that, Andy, go ahead and close the meeting.
All right. Yeah. Thanks, guys. Cheers.